Are you tired of feeling lost in the world of front-end development? Well, buckle up, because today we're going to change that. With the ultimate React tutorial, you'll learn everything you need to know, from the basics to advanced concepts, and even how to integrate it with a Node.js backend. So, let's get started and take your front-end skills to the next level. First, what is React? It's a powerful JavaScript library used for building reusable UI components. It's not a framework, but it's often used with other libraries to create a complete front-end framework. Now, you might be wondering, how does it compare to other front-end frameworks? Well, that's a great question. React is known for its flexibility and ease of use, making it a popular choice among developers. But before we dive deeper into the world of React, let's talk about the basics. You'll need to have Node.js installed on your computer to get started. Then, you can create a new React project using Create React App. This will give you a basic project structure and everything you need to start building your app. Now, let's talk about components, the building blocks of any React app. Components can be functional or class-based, and they can be reused throughout your app. For example, you could create a button component that can be used in multiple places. This makes your code more efficient and easier to maintain. But what about state and props? These are two fundamental concepts. In React, state is used to store data that changes over time, while props are used to pass data from a parent component to a child component. Now, let's talk about the lifecycle methods of a React component. These methods are called at different points during a component's lifecycle. For example, the render method is called when a component is rendered to the DOM, while the component didMount method is called after a component has been rendered. Now, you might be wondering how to handle events. In React, event handlers are functions that are called in response to a specific event. For example, you could create an event handler to handle a button click. This would allow you to perform some action when the button is clicked. But what about debugging your React app? This is where the React DevTools come in. These tools allow you to inspect and debug your React components. You can use them to check the state and props of a component, as well as the context and hooks used by a component. Now, let's talk about how to integrate React with a Node.js backend. You can use RESTful APIs or GraphQL to communicate between the front-end and back-end. For example, you could create a RESTful API using Node.js and Express. Then, you could use the Fetch API or Axios to make requests to the API from your React app. But what about DevOps practices in a React app? This is where things can get really interesting. You can use tools like Webpack and Babel to optimize and bundle your code, as well as tools like Jenkins and Travis C to automate your testing and deployment. Now, you might be wondering how to learn more about React and front-end development. Well, there are many resources available online, including tutorials and courses. You can also check out some popular front-end frameworks like Angular and Vue, as well as some Python programming tutorials to learn more about back-end development. So, what are you waiting for? Start building your next React app today. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more tutorials and guides. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Like this video if you found it helpful. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.